Hi, everybody. Rafael Groswirt. It's been a long time, NoLimitCoin. Look, I got all my books back there, right? That's all I see. I see all the videos of people doing their interviews from home. Everybody's got books, right? So I said, all right, I could have all my books too. And there they are. Essentially, I spent all day on the internet, right? Which you can get all the books in the world there. So there's my books. So no, Daily, I'm not coming for your job. I'm not trying to be that funny, but funny was a little bit of what got us through these times, right? So all kidding aside, let's get right down to business. Just had to do that. All right. It's been a long time. I miss everybody, even though it's like a one-way conversation here. But, we really haven't taken our eye off the ball, and we've kept working and pushing towards our ultimate goal. You might recall that I was in New York talking to investors when this whole thing started happening, and sports shut down, everything shut down. So the people that were interested potentially in the sports book, had to take a step back. But what was discussed was, hey, Rafael, if you could only get your first certification, that would give us a big comfort level. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. All right, so let's share my screen here. All right, so there's our website, and we're going to update the roadmap right after this video. I know I've been indicating I need to do it, but now things have kind of falling into place, being more defined. So now we can get to that. And let's see. All right, so we have just listed on CryptoWolf. Now, CryptoWolf is called a non-custodial exchange. And essentially right now, there's only BTC to NLC2, but also credit card purchase, just not in the United States. And let's look at their interface here. So here we're listed. You could send BTC and you get NLC2. We're familiar with that. But we're working on getting on this side where you can actually send NLC2 and get, either BTC or any of these other coins. So that's one of the things that we are working on. Now, the other thing that's very, very interesting here is that you can already purchase NLC2 with a credit card, but not inside the United States. You put in your address, you go through the whole process, it'll go through. Now, the other very interesting thing about CryptoWolf is that they're already dealing with fiat to crypto to bank transfers. You could see here that they have a form here for SWIFT or IBAN bank accounts. And essentially, you can send Bitcoin. In this case, they have a token called Loci. And we're also eventually wanting to get on this side of this platform. And now you can get euros, you can get Swiss franc deposited to your bank account. And once we are on this group there, then we'll be able to deal with fiat. And eventually we expect to get into dollars. So this is a very good development. It just provides more access into NLC coin and eventually into our games. So we saw the different iterations. Now, the very important thing that I've been talking about is the integration of USDT into our platform. Basically meaning that we want to incorporate USDT into all our platforms, including our fantasy platform, of course. And it'll be very simple because now USDT can be purchased in various places, even with a credit card. They can go to Kraken, they can go to CoinDirect, they can go to Binance, and so forth. So they go buy USDT there, send it to the game. They could play in USDT. They could buy NLC2. We don't have to deal with any of the credit card issues where the delays and the chargebacks and all of that. So this is a very good solution, which nobody's yet been applying to their gambling. So this is really the crypto that should be explored by people that don't want the fluctuation. We will be listing USDT in our balances page, and you'll be able to either withdraw it or deposit or exchange it for NoLimitCoin too. And it's gonna create a great combo. You could gamble with dollars or NLC2. Recently, we are decided to move ahead with a series of games, a live casino game and something called skill games, which what we're looking at right now. And this is part of a package where a group of investors from the community came forward as investors. Are going to help me put this out by funding it, which was very exciting. And it's going to include all these games, which are they're all heads up games. They're skill games. You get to bet each other. You can play checkers. You can play backgammon. It's a great development. It's a great game, and it's going to provide a platform both for NLC2 and for USDT. And we're going to explain how all the USDT incorporations into these platforms directly do benefit NLC2. This is the live casino. This is what we're actually, I'm working on right now, working on the details of the contract, but we've got the members, we've got the money for the deployment. They're working on the incorporation of NLC2 and USDT, which is a big development. Yet BetConstruct had not wanted to incorporate NLC2 for years, and now just recently they accepted to do that, thanks to this man, Head Collegian, that is very close to the CEO or knows him well of BetConstruct. They're from Armenia. They're very important Armenian. You could see Haig there in this casino that they were going to make a party for, all in Prague. He owns part of that. And he said, go get him into your sports book. So Haig is the owner of a series of casinos in California. We're talking to him. We want to get him involved in the sports book. He wants to get involved. So that's a good development also. So we've got all these ways to buy USDT. And we've got the games that we're going to record, both the skill games and the live games. So let's see what's going on with the live games. Here, there's two people playing Blackjack right now. And I decided to stay away from any of the RN. Oh, we can hear him. Well, I can hear him on my headset, right? Yeah, I don't need the headset. I've got my microphone here. So this is nice because you see the person dealing the cards. It's not an RNG. There's no question, whether it's there or not. The shuffling is clear. So this is where we're gonna want to get involved. Let's look at what else is going on. Here's a blackjack table with 6 players playing. So let's see what's going on. And you can see all the other tables. You can see the dealer is no more bets. Okay. So what's going on? All right. So she's going to start dealing. We'll pick the C. Okay, we'll take the jack. How's that? We'll take the jack. Oh no. The usual, the dealer. 6-5 is good. Yeah, 18 is not that great. Oh, she's gonna win it all. Watch this. Boom. Ace. No. Hit. No. Hit. Yes. Double it up. Yes, he's doubling. Oh no. Jack 8. Stick. She's like, hurry up and decide. So these are people from all over the world that are playing this. and it's great. And we're gonna be able to play for NLC2. Now I gotta see what she has. Sorry, can't move on here. All right. Oh no, 16, 22. Oh, nice. Bust. Nice, unless we would be the casino, right? Then, anyway, so we've got, this is a very interesting game also. This is like a hold'em game, but it's against the dealer. And we could see what's going on here, right? There's the flop. We've got our two cards. Oh, we've got a king there. We've got top pair. Nice hand. All right. No time for games right now. So these are the games we're going to be involved in. And, you know, I thank again the group. I'm negotiating with the platform provider, making sure the deal is the right one. And let's see, let's get back to sharing the screen. There we go. All right, so we already saw all the games. And this is something very interesting that eventually we can incorporate. These are virtual games. So no live sports, no problem. You want to bet on virtual bicycling? We got that right here. There's the, there we go. Put your money down. I mean, there's everything, right? So this is a very robust platform. The more than 3,000 people work in this company, so it's a huge company. And yeah, Bet Construct. So you can see here, this is a virtual football game. So no games, no problem. Down here, there's all the odds you can bet. You got dog racing. There's the greyhounds. Put your money down on that. You got virtual horse racing. And I didn't know what that meant. Virtual marble raising. I was thinking marble. No, marbles as in little marbles like these. So here you get to bet on which marble is going to reach the bottom first. All right. So if you run out of things to bet on, right here. Penalty kicks, virtual penalty kicks also part of the software. So this whole virtual piece is something we're going to do afterwards. So I just wanted to show everybody. Now this is the sports book, same platform, and we're going to try to also include it into the package, but it's a little more money. So we're going to see if we expand the group or what we do. So I wanted to show you the whole platform is very robust. It's got a lot of games, and there's going to be NLC2 in here. And like I said, the CEO had not wanted to do that for years, and now he has accepted it. So it's very exciting for us too. And he's the one that helped me. He called me and said, hey, help out my buddy Rafael, NLC2, I'm involved. Boom, I'll do it. And going back to the discussion we have with the investors, you know, everybody wants us to get our first license. So we're going to go ahead and start going through the process of getting registered in New Jersey. You can see there for internet gaming form and a couple of other forms. So it's not that complicated of a deal. I'm going to start the process, and that is going to put us in a way better position to get back to the investor discussions, even though the community basically saved my ass, or, you know, or delivered on my dreams, whatever you want to call it, because they're stepping up, and we're going to get that live casino done. We're going to get those skill games done. Fantasy sports is coming around, and we're going to have the app and the platform ready with USDT. So we're going to have good profit-making machine there. And that's really where we're at. Now, there's the poker platform. It's up, and you can see here that we've got the USDT tables up on the test server. but on the production server, there's some kind of an issue. So we're really close on the USDT. Hopefully next week it's going to be there. Johnny's been asking me for some of those tables. USDT tables won't be accessible in the US, but outside they will, and they're going to be raked. So there's going to be profit there, and a third of the rake on anything that's USDT goes right back to NLC2 to purchase coin. Let's just go over everything. So what's the philosophy? What's the objective here? It's basically provide an easy entry into NLC2 and our games, right? That's always been an issue. The issue also of, how do I buy an LC2? For a while, when we had the credit card, everything worked great. But then when it came time to collect from the credit card, and the percentages were outrageous. So I'm really happy that the USDT is a solution, because let them go buy it to Kraken or any other place. Let them hold on to the credit card, issues. Give us the USDT, give us the NLC2, and then we'll take it from there. So we're going to put in USDT and obviously NLC2. We're going to deploy the casino, the sportsbook with the combo. Now, all right, how does USDT benefit NLC2? Well, they're always part of the fees are going to go to purchase NLC2 on the spot. In No Limit Fantasy Sports, a third of the fees in USDT will go to that. In terms of the casino, where we've got the investors, which stepped up to the plate, I was looking for 5, I got 7. We'll probably use the 7 and try to go for the sports book also. We'll polish the numbers, but you could see that the first graph here shows that the investors are the blue, meaning they're going to get their money back first. So once they get their money back, then we revert to a third, a third, a third. A third for investors, a third for NLC2, a third for our company. And the third for NLC2 means that as soon as a fee is paid, that second, our platform goes and buys NLC2. And if there's 1,000 entries that day, then there's going to be 1,000 micro purchases. So I'm excited to see that happen when the games are on and there's hundreds or thousands of people playing. And I believe that now that we've solved the ability to have you gamble for dollars, and yes, people won't gamble for NLC2, of course they will, and the fees will be lower and it'll be more exciting, and you'll be able to potentially, but people still want not to have to worry about the fluctuation. So I think it's going to be a great combination. Here's the same chart over again, basically showing how the fees collected are going to benefit all of the interested parties, the stakeholders, so to speak, right? And this, to finish it up, this is an amazing development. DraftKings goes public at around 9 billion valuation, which a lot of people think it's crazy. Suddenly, they've quadrupled in price. Now they're $40. It says DraftKings got from 10 billion, but it was actually like from 8 or 9, so it's really quadrupled, or let's call it triple. Right now, market cap of DraftKings is 27 billion. It quadrupled since essentially the start of the year, with this whole situation that we're living, where the markets are saying these home based betting solutions are going to be bigger than anything. I mean, this $27 billion valuation, blows past like MGM or those huge, Las Vegas casinos, even at this point, at this embryonic stage where, look, at 8 million players, the market cap per player is $3,300. That just means the market is betting tremendously on this company, on this industry, on this space. And we're right there. I'm not saying we're DraftKings. Of course we're not. But what we are is chasing that same market. The industry loves peers, and we're willing to be the peer. So that's what we're chasing. We've got the pieces. We just have to put them together. We've got to make it easy for people to come in and out with crypto. It's part of what we're doing already. And at some point, players are going to start coming. And I believe the point will be now where finally they can not have to worry about the fluctuation, but they get the benefits of crypto moving at any time, night or day, for no money almost at all. So I'm very optimistic about what we're doing. I've always been, because I know that we're not going to stop until we reach our goals. We're close. We've got the platforms, we've got the pieces, but once all the pieces come together, once we've got a healthy flow of new players, and it'll happen once the games are what people wanted, and once we give them the dollars, once we give them the easy path to play, go buy your USDT, come over here, leave it in the USDT, or we're going to give them a button where they can buy NLC2 or vice versa. And all those moves will be coordinated with the exchanges. So we're making progress. We're taking another shot at this thing. You know, we learned a lot from our first go around. Now we've identified where the weaknesses might have been, where we can improve. Our platforms are more mature. We're going to expand on our own platform to the ones you just saw, which is the skill game, the casino games, and then the sports book, the poker. Suddenly, with all these platforms at the same time, like a little orchestra, and just players coming, putting demand on NLC2, it's only inevitable that we achieve that ecosystem that we've all believed can happen when you mix these very popular and loved games with crypto. But it wasn't perfect, but now it's going to be perfect. So keep your eye on us. I thank everybody that supports our project. I know there's a lot of people that support it since the beginning, that have been in the coin since the beginning, that watch us kind of, a little bit winded from the experience. We've got new blood, but I want that old blood to keep their eye on us. Keep your eye on us. Watch us, because once these platforms are deployed, once the players start coming in, once the demand is organic and steady and real, then that dream, that philosophy of an ecosystem with a vibrant amount of subscribers in the most addictive aspect of any online game will be a reality. And we saw what's happening with DraftKings, and one day we could take the path either through an SEC token launch of maybe a securitized token, or maybe OTC pink sheets. All we have to do is just put all the pieces together and go out. And we don't need 8 million players. We don't need 1 million players. What we do need is healthy everything. And that is what's going to happen. We've learned from our beta years. Really, those were all beta years. It was the unknown. But now we've taken it all in. So we're going. I'm up to bat again. We've got all the pieces. And the most important piece is that community, vibrant, believing, active, passionate, and the dormant one, that sleeping giant, I like to say. I know there's a lot of you out there that as soon as you see NLC2 really click, and all those things we knew from the beginning that could happen, you guys will come back and give us another look. So thank you for listening. Shout out to Dan and Cam, that without him, I don't know what the crypto world would do, with his humor, with his educational. So shout out to him, and everybody from the NLC2 community that that just keeps the energy going for everybody, for all of us. And we're not going to quit until we reach what we've discussed. So have a good evening. Thank you for listening. It's been a long time. I miss doing this, but I think this provided or there was a lot of good things that are going to happen or could happen going forward. So I just wanted to communicate this to everybody. So have a good evening, stay safe, and I'll talk to you guys later.